Hey, hi, hello, ohayo gozaimasu, konnichiwa, konbawa, guten Morgen, guten Abend, guten Nacht, guten Tag, bonjour, bonsoir, bienvenue, buenos dias, buenos noches, buenos tardes, buongiorno, hey, ahoy, akosamash, assalamu alaikum, annyeong haseyo, mokarimaka, yaho, hola, ole, yasuvre, and what's cracking? What's popping? How you doing today? Good morning. Early morning streaming, now and forever. I gotta check the audio because we made all kind of fucking changes. We'll talk about it in my 10 minutes of bullshit, so give me 2 seconds here. Alright, cool. Game audio is coming through. I'm coming through. Hey! So, yeah. Like I said, I like to give a couple minutes of just bullshit in the morning to give the notifications a chance to circulate, give people a chance to get involved with it. Debtors Club. We'll be playing the Debtors Club today, switching to a different game. I just like the art style. It was suggested to me, and I don't know a ton else about it other than that. One, you'll notice that I did kind of change the name of the channel. Not that it mattered a ton, but, you know, went from just being Blaine Christian to Blainezilla because, I don't know, it only happened like 3 times where I got sick of people asking, like, if it's a Christian channel, why are you playing like? What? Because it's my name. It's not like Julio's Christian Minecraft server, right? Where you're not allowed to use the color red. It's not. It's just my name. And so, like, despite it only happening 3 times, the first time was kind of like, the second time was annoying. The third time I was like, all right, well, fuck it. Well, enough. Enough is enough. So I switched it over, even though I realize that means I'm probably gonna incur the wrath of Toho, the people who own the Godzilla trademark, but we'll deal with that when it happens, right? Like, life's too short. But everything else should work same. Notification, all this should same. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares? Yesterday we did an interesting raid on Paperweight. Did a knock to enter, and I was actually able to converse with him. I don't think it was actually on his broadcast, but that's neat. I want to do more of that. That's fun. I like Paperweight, and I find him to be, again, like I said, he classes up the joint, right? That's just my opinion on the matter. But yeah, so let's talk about the Debtors Club, shall we? Oh no, not yet. Also, Monday, this coming Monday will be a longer than normal stream, just because it'll be a federal holiday in the States, so I'll have a little bit extra time. And somehow my Blainezilla got a little off center, so we're gonna creep him towards the side. There he goes. I have a slightly longer stream on that day. I don't know exactly how long we'll get into. Definitely going to try Crypt Custodian. Definitely going to try that because that looked cool and that just came out. So I'd like to play that as well. But yeah, we're going to hop into Debtors Club, see what's up, find out what we like, and go from there. I'll probably circle back this because we still haven't had a lot of people join yet. But there is, like I mentioned, a streamer mode where I don't know how this works, right? So like, apparently there's voting, and there's a chat command to invalidate license, to bluff, to threat, and to talk. Commands are 1, 2, 3, or 4. A streamer mode is enabled, an envelope will appear on your desk in game. Viewers can vote by sending special chat messages, specified here. Click on the envelope or pressing V will start the vote and display the results once time runs out. So I don't know if that actually does anything. I haven't tried before. So let's hop in and see what this shit is about. It's got a nice funky opening. Floppy disks, sure. Congratulations, you're the new chief debt collector of our beloved City Hall. Your duty, reach your daily goal by collecting enough money from our debtors. Bob Bonner, Mayor. I wonder if this is going to have Papers, Please energy, right? It's the only other like bureaucratic game simulator I could think of off the top of my head is Papers, Please. I'm sure there's other ones, but to a lesser extent, it's like, well, SimCity, right? But I think that's its own thing. It's the first of the month, February 1999. So no, Bone Thugs Yeah, the Bone Thugs would have been Harmony would have been out in 99. Of course it would have been like at 1995. So wake up, wake up, wake up. It's the first of the months. So cash your checks and break up. I'm digging the art style. I can't quite put my finger on what it's reminiscent of, but I do like it. It's very colorful. I like the edge work, right? These sort of like dashes for like the geometry and dimensionality. I think that's really cool. Choose 3 debtors to collect their taxes. The total amount must be more than what you need today. All right, so electronics shop, mobile shop, like, okay, music software developer, private fishing ship. Let's start with the private fishing ship. All right, and then let's also go to music. He doesn't owe a lot, and then we'll get, how much do we need to get 15,000 today. So, is that sufficient, or a mobile shop? I don't know. I'm just grabbing shit here. We'll figure it out. All right. Confidential information. Individuals who publicly criticize. Individuals who publicly criticize the business have faced numerous threats and intimidation. All right. I don't think this is an early access game. I think this is out. So that's an interesting typo to catch, you know, right off the front. Hold on. Let's talk about the game ever so briefly. What's the story on it? Came out August 26th, right? So it's a couple days old. It says there's nothing about it being early access. It's just up in for sale. Individuals who publicly criticize the business have faced numerous threats and intimidation. Okay, cool. So I shouldn't publicly criticize it. All right. You. Some similar shit going on here. What is this? It says Animal Crossing. There are some debts on your registration here. Shall we settle this? Shall we? Okay, so I'm kind of controlling. Is it a click type thing? Should I click with this? I thought I didn't owe anymore. Age, plus or minus 52 years. Voice analyzer. So they owe us $12,677. City Hall Inspector. Pacifist Group. What is that? I guess we can send out debt collectors at a certain point in time. Convince your debtors to pay. You have 2 attempts per call. Try to make them pay in a calm and highly persuasive manner. Be subtle. We are an organization. Choose talk or threat. Well, I guess I want to talk. Right? That's how I get down. We talk for 4 minutes. And then I fail. That like it has different. Yeah. Your debt could cause you a lot of trouble if it's not paid today. You're confident you're going to bag me with chit chat, right? I've paid everything I owe. These 2 options grant you a bonus when the license is expired or we have confidential information about the business. +2 expired license, +1 bluff. +2 confidential information, +1 expired license. Private fishing ship. Registered date 1995. So it expires. So it's February 1st, 99. So it hasn't expired yet. Talk 5, threat 7, bluff 5, invalid license 5. Check the debtor's file for more information. So. Well, I don't... How do I check their file? Alright, we'll bluff them then. And we're going to bluff them for 5 minutes. 7 minutes. We gained 2 confidential information, and we succeeded. Your situation is getting dire over here. In addition to your record being full of debts, there's a pile of complaints against you. Your boss was swore that it was pay and work and nobody would bother us anymore. You all of a sudden with new rules. Settle the debts. Now's the cheapest and easiest way not to have any unwanted surprises in the future. Dun, 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 dun. Manage your team. Tax collectors will only be available after you convert the debtor into a payer. Conversion required. Debt recovery 100%. Okay. Manage your team. You can use these groups if you fail to convince the debtor to pay. They are less effective, but it's better than nothing. City Hall Inspector. This works when you have confidential information that the place has problems or the license is expired, 50 to 70%. Pacifist group. Or that's the pacifist group. It's a private police group that confiscates goods. So they're the bailiffs. 25 to 35%. All right. So we can send in the pacifists. So send him. I guess if he's agreed to pay... If he's already agreed to pay, wouldn't just sending anyone in be fine? Or... I guess we'll send the tax collector. I guess. The higher the debtor's stress level, the less time you have to make a decision. If time runs out, they'll hang up the call. You have 3 calls per day to achieve your daily goal. Good luck. So this is just working like in a fucking call center. So I think we've hit our... That gets us our daily total, doesn't it, by itself? Or no, it's close. Called you about your outstanding debts. Good morning, Mr. Sensual. Thank you for stopping by. This game is weird already. It's like I'm working in a call center. We'll see you. Now is not a great time. We're organizing an event. Call us later. Let's talk to the dude. Like, I don't know. Is that just my wiring? Like, we always just fucking let's talk to the dude. All right, why are we gonna jump right to threats or shit like that? All right, talking didn't work. Save face with the scene. English is not the first language of whoever wrote this. These debts will force you to fire some people. There's no point in pressuring me. If you like this, you should check out Hypnospace Outlaw. I have Hypnospace Outlaw. It was pretty good. Also, Papers, Please. This reminds me a little of Papers, Please so far. Lucas Pope. There's no point in pressuring me. This also reminds me a little of... What's it? Salamander Public Television? What's the public television? Just kind of slightly the Salamander public television. No point in pressuring me. All the money we had left went out to rent this morning. Alright. Can I do this now? There you go. See? Mr. Sensual, good. You can try and vote. Vote for it is what you want me to do. 1, 2, 3, or 4. You have 20 seconds. Yes! Threaten! Great! Let's get on top of that. I could have guessed that. If you... I can arrange a dinner with the mayor. Seriously, this opens several doors for you. Pretty sure you made that up. Alright, let's threaten this bitch. Alright. I said talk, Mr. Sensual said threaten, and the answer was... failed. Alright. Your band has finally taken off. Congratulations. I'm the secret to our newfound success. Alright, let's look at this dude's file. In the game, it's February 1st, 1999, right? So his license is still valid for another 3 years. I think these are the numbers we have to roll. I assume because it's like a 0 to 6, so like I don't think we can bluff him or invalidate his license. I'm untouchable. Alright. So then I guess... Well, what do we got left to do? That's it. Like, we had 2 chances to talk to him. So we could just send... We could send the goon squad, I guess, and see if he can... Please wait in place. Okay! So yeah, we can send the collectors. And then see if they get anything done. There's an issue we'd like to have. There's an issue we'd like to have handled with you. Alright, so this is the... What? The mobile shop owing 10,000. He's plus or minus 38 years. He's not stressed at all. Alright. Let's go ahead and let's talk. I want to talk. I just want to talk to start. It's probably going to be talk threaten each time, isn't it? Alright, so we have to roll a minimum of 7. Drugs are bad for you. If I can't help you with that, at least let me help your business. What the fuck? You call me with stupid prejudice. You really let them brainwash you, homie. So, like, this dude seems like he's going to be a hard nut to crack. His license is expired, though. So, like, why don't we just do that? His license is already expired. Right? It was only good for 1 year. Like, the City Hall inspector will take care of the invalid license. So, like, your license is invalid, dude. Yeah, I mean, your license is invalid. We should be good. True story, bro. True story. Maybe some magical crystals can serve as payment. If you knew how much we charge for it in the streets, you change. Oh, it is drugs. Okay, so he is selling drugs. Got it. Got it. Here I am thinking the magic crystals are like quartz and shit. Like he's into candles and astrology. No, he is talking drugs. All right. So then I guess we'll send out the... Here's the other thing. Like, if they've agreed to pay, can I just send anyone? Right? I should just be able to send anyone. He's agreed to pay. They have different collection rates, but I think it's only if they didn't already agree to pay? Like, that part's not clear to me. Achievement unlocked. Our first shift is finished. Oh, it's you. Hi, I'm a bit busy right now. But I hope you've managed to handle the work. We really need the money, you see. You might feel bad going after these people, but know that usually only the bad guys end up in this situation. If by any chance you feel like being benevolent to someone for some reason, as long as you hit your daily goal, I won't complain. And keep in mind that whoever doesn't reach it is automatically fired. Okay, let's look at the results of your first day. So I'm interested to see how the middle one played out more than anything. See, that's okay. That's kind of fucky. All right, so even though the mobile shop agreed, yeah, I'll pay you, because we sent the pacifist group, they are only able to collect pennies on the dollar. So you have the tax collector and then the... Everyone salute Paperweight as he comes in. Paperweight, good morning! How was your run? Tell me all about it. Leave nothing out. Paperweight, tell me all about your raid, or your stream. Your raid. Your daily challenge. It's early for me. Good morning, Paperweight. Dead Pony 3, what's up? How you doing? Thanks for stopping by. First time. Hajime Mashite. We're trying to play... we are playing Debt Collector... Debtor's Club, which is a very strong Lost run today. I will have to check that out. I tried yesterday's daily challenge. It did very poorly, and very poorly indeed. But yeah, this is the Debtors Club where apparently we're just trying to. It's like Papers, Please, I guess. We're just like arguing with people about them paying their debts and then sending people out to collect it. Very strong lost run. Chaos, knives, lasers, 9 lives. Easy win. I'll find a way to fail it. Don't worry. Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Valerie. And this is the HR. There's a lot of interesting typos in here so far. And this is the HR. Here is where you'll be procuring your items for the next day. All right, cool. Let's do that. Okay. Later at home. So there's something I can buy today? Next on TV City News. February 2nd. Replaying your previous day will erase all the progress made on that day and all following. Okay, well, that's fine. We're not going to replay a day. Alright. Let's go after. We need to get $20,000. So we'll go after the tailor. The tinker, the tailor, the soldier, the spy. Fumigation company, and I guess landscaping company? Alright. So, the way this game works is we start talking to the guy. We basically have 4 options we can do. We can talk to them, right? Try to convince them. It seems like it's dice rolls. I'm just trying to figure it out. You can talk to them, you can threaten them, you can revoke their license, or you can bluff and make shit up about them. And you just got to convince them to come forth. So, fumigation company, there's no confidential information. Landscaping company, no. The tailor. They practically stopped issuing invoices in recent months, but they still make regular monthly transactions. So the tailor, we might have a better chance of like bluffing them that we're gonna. We know that they're doing something. They're doing something. They're getting money, but they're not charging anyone for it. So I set my stream to low latency to test for possible future collab, but forgot to check for the quality during the stream. Yeah, we'll figure it out. We'll keep playing with it. Eventually, it'll work. But yeah, the low latency is a good point. There seemed to be the only downside I could pick up on yesterday is when I was talking to you, I was looking at your screen. There was a good 30-second delay, like where you're like, "Oh, cool! Finally, I'm like, wait, what is he looking at? I have no idea oh!" And then the room would change. So it was just because I'm talking to you live, and then the game had a little bit of a delta value on it, but it wasn't a big deal. Hello, I'm from City Hall. I'm calling because your last financial report indicates you have an open debt with us. Probably accurate. All right. So, work permit, 3 years, expires December of 1999, so it's still valid right now, so we can't use their invalid license. They're going to be hard to bluff, hard to talk, and hard to threaten. So, I guess there's not much we can do. All right. What are we doing here? Okay, there you go, video game. I'm quite busy right now. Could you send a written notice? All right. Go ahead and start your voting. Press 1 for talk, 2 for threaten, I guess 3 for bluff, and 4 to invalidate the license. I'm going to run out of time here. So talk it is! You guys will be the next one. Dead pony with threaten. Ooh, your long list of bribes. That was simple. This is City Hall. What do you say to avoid any future problems caused by your outstanding debt by having a friendly chat? I'm the CEO, but I haven't stepped in the office for over 5 months now. I couldn't tell you anything. Mr. Central, thank you for stopping by. Enjoyed your day at work. Always appreciate you dropping in. Couldn't tell you anything. Let's start with a threat. Let's start with threat. When in doubt, threaten, right? Nope. Threaten did not work. Alright. Gotta lurk for a bit. Thank you. Enjoy your lurking. cats here. Working conditions for your employees are deplorable. You should be ashamed of yourself. Ashamed we are. You're exaggerating. They're not just employees, they're like family members. I'd hate to attend a Christmas party of that family. Could only end in tragedy. I treat my employees almost as if they were people like me. So I guess bluff. Their license isn't expired. That's what I'm not getting. I'm a bit of a polyglot. So we can send the pacifist group. And maybe they could go break some knees and get money, I guess. Third debtor. Hi, I'm from City Hall and we're contacting you because you have debts recorded under your name. More payments? I'll never understand the unnecessary bureaucracies of yours. Word. Word. Alright, so they practically stopped issues. Okay, so bluffing would be good for them, right? Because we already know they're up to some shady shit. Yeah, it's just straight up dice rolls, right? It's a D6 here. Missed the last two installments of our special loan for micro entrepreneurs. Just give us the money. Deal! Collectors available. Well, actually, let's send the actual tax collector. He'll get all the money. Because the City Hall inspector just gets some of it. But the tax collector gets all of it. I do love the voiceover, though. The sort of pseudo-Spanish-Italian Basque, whatever's going on, it's actually pretty cool. I mean, it was bet with HR they picked a weak one, but I guess I lost. Only a few come back for the second day. Come on, let's talk. Good collector knows that money isn't the only thing that matters. You need to read a room. Your position requires flexibility. Tomorrow morning, I'll leave something on your desk. See it as a sign of my trust in you. Prove to me you're worthy of it. See you tomorrow, hopefully. Alright, is that going to change it so the game's not just straight dice rolls? See, that drives me nuts. So the first one, they agreed to pay, but we got no money. That's slightly annoying. Alright, can I buy shit now? You know that locked cabinet? It belonged to the chief inspector. If he had no one dared open it. Alright, cool. Why wouldn't we just want more tax collectors? They're guaranteed they get us the money. City Hall inspector is also good for if they got a bad license, right? I'm gonna call that good enough, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what I'm buying. Later at night. Artwork is fucking dynamite. It is just absolutely aces. They've been the traffic jams to make us tired. Tremendous artwork. Alright, zoological park, food supplement store, liquor and guns, exotic animals, mobile shop. Mayor's favors. Don't use invalid license this shift. Well, I guess start the food supplement store, right? Because that'll get us closest to our target. Exotic animal zoo. I don't know. I feel like maybe the ones that aren't as much money are easier to get. And then a mobile shop again. We've already had success with the mobile shop. No confidential information. No confidential. Food supplement store. Rumors of unprofessional behavior from employees allegedly want. All right, so we could bluff and get that one to work. So food supplement store, we're gonna bluff them, and then figure out the rest. Just can't use invalid license is what they're asking us to do. I don't know what the deal yes versus no is. Calling on behalf of City Hall, there are debts on your business register. Send the details by email. You know me, man. I like to talk. I'm a talker. Maybe we figure this shit out. Talking apparently ain't gonna work. I guess we're just going right to bluff. Drugs have already dragged you down a terrible... Oh, right, yeah, he's the one who's selling drugs. Yeah. Right. We knew this. We knew this beforehand. Alright. Get a good dice roll here. That counts? We got it. Alright. See, but he doesn't... Oh, his license is invalid. I didn't notice that. It's only good for 6 months. It is very much like Papers, Please. Pay your debts. We'd rather go get it ourselves, so I'm sending someone. Small bills, please. Alright, we'll send the tax collector. Deal. Like the pixels. Alright, send the tax collector. He'll get 100% of the money. Save a tax collector for the third one. Send a City Hall Spectre in the meantime. It's okay. It's not much of a... I won't lie, it's not much of a game so far. Right? It's dice rolls. Maybe it'll change, maybe stuff will open up a little? Hello, this is City. We should discuss your outstanding debts linked to your business name. I can't believe the city hates animals like that. We provide an essential service. You should be paying us. An interesting theory. Let's just talk. Zero. Lots of good talking happen. I can upgrade your license. I need to work with animals up to 12 legs. It seems like too much, but it helps the animals live better. It doesn't cost anything. Just pay the debt and I'll update it here. I'd love to upgrade this, but I can't. Next month, probably. I don't want to threaten this poor dude. Like, it sounds like an 80-year-old guy who's taking care of animals. And we fucking failed to threaten him anyways. Good. Aww. You see the cruel thing they did to the animals on your street. It was traumatizing. In addition to arresting people inside the shop, they killed the animals in front of the owners. It looks like a settling of accounts, if you ask me. Their records are full of debts. I hope it's just a coincidence, though. Jesus Christ. And you mean the same thing will happen? I don't have time. Yeah, dude, fuck me. Like... Yeah, I feel like a bad guy after that one. Alright. This is City Hall. We're contacting you to discuss the money you owe. Oops, unfortunately, I'm swamped right now. Can we visit this tomorrow? This is the dude who... We can just bluff him and probably get away with it, no problem. And send a tax collector. So bluff. We should just clear it, right? Yeah. It's just a question of who we send over. Yeah, we can make an arrangement. Pay the money you owe. Dun, dun, dun. It's artwork's tremendous, but I mean, if I'm just gonna sit here and roll dice, you know, I don't necessarily roll a d6. Did you pass? Now roll another d6. Roll a d6 again. You might have noticed your work has gotten a little more demanding, but you must learn to deal with these scenarios. You must work efficiently and intelligently. Sometimes it can mean turning a blind eye to get something today for better tomorrow. Show me you got good vision and you have a great future here. If not, you might not come back through these doors. Yeah, we did it. We didn't invalid license this shift. Congratulations. You got a lollipop! I'm all about it. I'm just about it. Bonus of 3,000. Alright, we keep with the differences, right? I don't know why I wouldn't just want... I guess the pacifist group, the point of the pacifist group is if you, the pacifist group is just in case you don't have... if you don't convince them to pay, they'll just go and try to pull it out of them. There I are. Putting together a happy hour. Think great if you drop by. So can we count on you? Alright. Sure. We'll go to happy hour. Wait, I wanted to buy that shit. What the hell? Tax collector, city hall inspector. Tax collector. Alright. I probably should have like one of those pacifist groups just in case. Next on City News. The Patriot. Making pagers obsolete. Experts predict a surge in mobile communication in the coming years. You got a new... You ever seen this message? No, your son did. Meet the new messaging technology to lead your child to drugs or Harvard. You don't want to be left out. Email is transforming the way we communicate both opportunities and challenges. That's not how it was in 1999. That's a little late in the game for people like, check this shit out. It's called email. Yo, it'll blow your fucking mind. Like that's more like a 1993, 1994. By the time 1999 rolled around, people were comfortable with the idea of email. A request for cooperation. Your boss humiliates and robs the workers of our town. We need to help stop it. On the back, you'll find the address of your family members. Just they'll be safe if you don't search. Join us. Make the city a better place. Okay. Hopefully the gameplay changes, because right now I love the artwork. The game itself is I don't want to say boring, but it's not. I'm not that overly entertained here. We need to get 30,000, so we're gonna try to get 14,000 from one. Drag queen show bar. I feel like the bar, we have a better chance of, like, maybe I'm overthinking this. We have probably a better chance of, like, pulling their liquor license, so maybe a threat would work better on them than the pet psychiatrist. I'll try it. That's my theory. Alright. The haberdasher, though. Sewing supplies and accessories are over 100 years old and extremely hard of hearing. Okay. So we got no information on anyone except for the haberdasher. Alright. Let's get into this. Get into this dark collecting business. I know dudes, or at least I've worked with them, who did, like, debt collecting. It sounds like a fucking... It's hell on both sides. It's no fun for the people getting debt collectors calling them, but it's also no fun for the people doing it. Good afternoon, this is City Hall. We have found some outstanding amounts on your account that we need to talk to you about. Why don't we do this differently, boss? Come down here any day and we can have a drink and chat in a nice, relaxed manner. This is the Drag Queen Show Bar. Their license is expired, but I'm not supposed to use invalid license. Right, that was our mayor's favor. But their shit is expired. Maybe we just... Talking is not going to do anything. Maybe we just jump straight to threat. Let's just jump straight to threat. Alright, then bluff. Seems like money's tighter than skinny jeans around there. By the way, did you hear the juicy gossip from the bar next door? It's a real disaster zone. They even sold the owner's car. It was parked next to him. Why is that relevant? It's a real tearjerker, but hey, pay your dues. You might snag a golden parachute to keep you safe around there. That's not what the... That's not what the golden parachute is. Nice try with the mind games. I'm not opening my wallet just because you're spinning conspiracy theories. Keep dreaming. So I guess bluff. Bluff will do something. Because their license is expired. Fuck. We ain't getting shit out of them. A lot of noise complaints. Don't try to dodge it. You know it needs to be done. The sun is still up. It's too damn early for it. May I kindly redirect you to my lawyers? Yep. I'm probably going to give this another day or two of game time. If it's going to be just this, maybe we pivot. Hi, this is City Hall speaking. We really need to discuss the outstanding amounts registered on your accounts. I don't have any debts unless... Pedro, come here. Did you pay that parking ticket? Damn it, the intern messed up. Call me next month. Alright, what's his story? Nothing. His license is expired, but again, I'm not supposed to use an invalid license. We could lean on him with a threat and maybe hope for the best. We're unlocking the achievements, which are... the achievements have been like, use talk 5 times, use threat 5 times, use bluff 5 times. This is the same... This is the same from the last bar. Same discussion from the last bar. Fucking bluff. I mean, what am I supposed... It's just the dice. What am I supposed to do? I mean, so that's the end of the game, right? Like, because then we can't get 30,000. So we're already dead in the water here. That's not going to be enough. Just bluff him, I guess. Yay, we did it. But I mean, it doesn't matter. Here's all these bonuses for shit we don't need. Let's just, yeah, great. That's kind of stupid. All right. Yeah, we didn't get enough money. Just called the old fart for the haberdasher today. When I was a little kid, he was already hard of hearing. Now he's practically deaf. Unlike me, who has hears all the absurdity and sorry excuse from people every day. Speaking of which, let's see how much you made today. Not enough, because I didn't roll my D6s hard enough. Good old chocolate bar. Artwork's great. I mean, the $4,500 bonus isn't going to do us a goddamn thing, though. Yeah, it's not enough. Oh, so they're not gonna kick us to the curb. But it's, I don't know. We're rapidly approaching where my opinion of this is you have the Chris Crawford hierarchy, which I always forget. the Chris Crawford hierarchy of games, right? Which, if I remember it correctly, you have an activity. So something like skipping rocks, that's an activity, right? Just pick up a rock and you throw it across the water. That's an activity. Then you have a toy where it's a purpose-built thing to have an activity with, right? So something like, I don't know, like a little race car, it's a toy, right? It constrains what the activity is. Then you have a puzzle where it's like an activity and a toy, but it has a goal. And then you have a game where there's a certain amount of opposition that is given to you. And then you have like a sport, which is like the highest level, right? Let me see here. Let's see. Let's see if I have this. All right, so it goes for toy, right? So not everything is a game. A toy has no goal and it's fun to use. That's it. Right? Then you have a puzzle is a single player challenge. Then you have a game where it's a competition. A game is a competition where players can affect each other's performances. And it could also be the game is also the machine, right? The computer. I don't know that this is a game. It's closer to. I don't know if it's a game, right? Because I don't have to be here. If you're just gonna roll d6s, and I don't actually have the only sway I have is what do I send a tax collector? Do I send the building inspector, or do I send the pacifist group that's gonna control the amount that I get back? So it's almost like a binary choice at that point in time, right? Because if you didn't convince them, then all you can send is the pacifist group. So it's a question of, do you send a pacifist group, yes or no, right? So if you didn't convince them, yes or no, send the pacifist group. That's a binary choice. It's A or B. If you did convince them, then do you send the tax collector or do you send the building inspector? And they get different percentages. So again, it's an A or B decision. So it's two A or B decisions after a series of dice rolls. I don't know. The artwork's tremendous. I love the artwork. I keep saying that. But is it a game? Interactive story, perhaps? Is there progression? It doesn't seem like it. I mean, yeah, Paperweight's right. I mean, it seems to be, it's almost like a visual novel on some level. Where, it reminds me of, like, Tokimeki Memorial High. You know what? Fuck. Holy, Paperweight has indirectly nailed it. Yeah, it's Tokimeki Memorial High, like where you'd say like, I'm gonna go study for this period, right? And you'd get like your shit would go up like the study amount, right? Or you would, I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm gonna work out, and you're gonna up the gym amount. It's a visual novel interactive story. But it just doesn't seem like a game. Tax collector. So we'll take a couple, and so I guess that sector funds is what keeps us alive. But yeah, I don't know. I'm working out how I feel. Part of the reason I want to play these games, different games, is I want to experience other games. I want to kind of develop a feeling of these different games. I want to develop an opinion on it. That's just what I want to do. I don't want to think of it as like reviewing the game, because who gives a shit what I think? But I want to get out there and like experience these different things. If it's a game that you don't need me to play, right? I don't know. So Fridays, this is supposed to be happy hour. So this is probably what's going to tell us if there's some progression, right? Because we did agree to go to happy hour after work. So presumably, if we survive the day and we don't get fired, send 3 pacifist groups. I don't have 3 of them, so fuck the mayor and fuck his ideas. 35,000 heavy cargo transport. We're just gonna get the biggest numbers, and then hope like hell we pull one of these off. That's all I can come up with. The mayor can ask for it, but we ain't got it. We have a little bit of juice on the aluminum factory. They don't have enough personal protective equipment. Right? So they're running afoul of OSHA violations. Cat wants up. Come on, Green. Cat tax. Captain Gravy Boat. Good afternoon. We've noticed you've missed a few payments. Can you fail, though? There is so... Yes. I mean... You can fail. So there is an element of the game. I can fail to solve a Rubik's Cube. Is a Rubik's Cube a game? Right? Or I can fail to solve... You know, I could fail to find Waldo or Wally in... is that a game? Or is it an activity? I have played Papers, Please. Yes, I have it. It's great. Lucas Pope. Yes. So the difference there would be it's not random. There is a solution for every person who comes up. Glory to Aristoka. Every person that comes up, you have all the information you need to quickly deduce what the answer is. This is dice rolls. It seems somewhat familiar, but it's too heavy on the dice rolls is what I'm trying to communicate. So even if I'm like, yes, okay, the aluminum factory, their license is expired. If I don't roll high enough dice, it doesn't matter. So yeah, there is some DNA here with Lucas Pope's Papers, Please. I love the artwork though. Good afternoon. We know you missed a few payments. Are you aware of it? You're fishing for funds. My pond is too small. Just let me off the hook. You owe us $21,000. What's his story? I guess we'll go with invalid license. I don't know. Right? Jed Laurie, what is this story? It's a great idea. It's a great question, Jed Levy. Good morning, by the way, Jed Levy. Yeah, it's... As best I can tell, we're tax collectors, or debt collectors for City Hall. You basically get someone's profile, you pull it up, you have like a rough understanding of how well you could leverage them with, like, we'll pick on this dude, the hot dog vendor. Right, he has a permit. His permit's still valid because it should be February 8th, 1999 in this game. So his permit should still be valid. And then you have like a 1 to 8, but you roll like a 1 to 6. You roll D6, and these are your chances of talking, threatening. 74-year-old with 21,000 debt as a hot dog vendor. Yeah, man. Well, those licenses are expensive. And then if you sometimes have confidential information that you can bluff them with. Your company's license is expired. But here's the thing, it way isn't. So to talk about Papers, Please, you make the right choices, but yes, you can still fail if you roll too low. That is exactly what I'm saying. Right? You can look at this, and here's the thing, this is a lie. His work permit is good until November of the year 2000. It's only 1990 in this game. And he's like, your company's license is expired. And the debtor, instead of being like, fuck you, right? Instead of being, fuck you, I'm good until next November, he's like, oh, wow, sorry. Right? So now, and then here's the other thing. So now we have an agreement. I'm City Hall, and he goes, you know what? You're right, I owe you the money. So now I have to pick who to send to get the money. If I send the tax collector, he's going to get 100% of the money. If I send the City Hall inspector, I get a percentage. I will get like 50 to 75%. I don't get 100%. Even though he said, yeah, I owe you the money, the student's going to come back with less money. If I send the pacifist group, they'll get like 25 to 30%. But the pacifist group I can send, even if they don't agree I owe them money, and they'll go, like, I guess, break knees or something like that. Or the city inspector I can send if they have an expired permit. I don't know. It's just, I keep circling back to, I guess I'm not influencing the chain of events, right? I mentioned it the other day, like, you could like run this through an algorithm. It's like a slot machine. You could run it through an algorithm and let me know how I did. Hey, congratulations, you won $50, right? And I might as well not, it's like, well, bingo, when I was talking about bingo the other day, it's kind of like bingo. Is bingo a game? It isn't. Bingo is an activity, right? Bingo is sitting there, right, while something happens around you that you're participating in. It's, yeah, it seems really luck-based. Deal! Collector's available! So we'll send the City Hall collector, so we'll get all of the money. Or excuse me, the tax collector will get all the money. The and the achievements, I'm getting them left and right. They're all off screen, but they're all like, talk 5 times. Bluff 5 times. Do this 5 times. How many achievements are left? 40. So there's a ton of achievements still. But they're all use invalid license 50 times. Send 50. Oh, there are narrative lines. So looking at the achievements, narrative 1, 2, 3. There's 9 different narrative lines. So maybe there's some interactive story elements to it. All right. So that's 21,000 of whatever we needed to get today. I forget what our dollar amount is. And it's cool because like I want to like this, right? Because I can sit there and like we can pull, ask Twitch what we should vote. Should I vote for number 1, number 2? Like that's rad. But then you guys are just picking what random number I'm gonna press, right? Like there's no difference. It's Fluff dances, Burligigs giggle. Discuss your debts. What debts? You're indebted to me. How many jobs I created in this damn city? Rude. All right. So she's going to be a hard nut to crack. We just have to try to talk to her. Her license. Here's the thing. Her license is expired. So why is invalid license not? Right? I don't get it. So we're just going to try to talk to this bitch. Do I roll a 6? I roll a 3, right? Okay. So 3 is less than 5. You pay and by debt today and contact the police about blah 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 blah. Snuggle bumps? Did she just say snuggle bumps? Flippity floop. The moonbeams, Gobbledork Schnook. I do really like the invalid. She has an invalid license. It expired years ago. All right. So we passed on that one. Rad. Take better care of the chemical waste and you care for your expired license. Yeah, flippity floop snuggle bumps. For God's sake, I don't have time for games. Be clear and give me a solution. The moonbeams in the jamboree? Like, all right. Send the tax collector. I wonder if they just hired like some voice actors just to make noises into the microphone. I thought it was like Simlish. Like I thought it was like procedurally generated for a little bit. Like it was Simlish or it was like Animalish. I think it just got some people like on Fiverr and like just ramble into your microphone and they're clipping it. It's possible. We're gonna sort out this debt. We should be able to bluff because he doesn't have enough PPE. So let's just bluff him and be done, and that should be it, right? Not good enough, right? So that's the right decision. We have inside information that they do not have enough protective equipment for their employees. We chose that as an option, and then we just didn't roll a high enough dice roll. You know what it is? I think part of if you're like it was kind of, Blaney got like a stink face on. It's the Apocalypse engine. In tabletop role playing game, I want to say it started with the Apocalypse engine, but there's like this trend to making like different tabletop RPGs where it's basically roll a d6, right? And if you get a 4, 1, 2, or 3, you failed. A 4 or 5, and it's a lesser success. And a 6, it's a great success, right? And, you know, if you got a 4 or 5, you know, I want to jump across this bridge. Oh, you rolled a 4. You made it across the bridge, the gap, but you twisted your ankle. We're going to jump across this gap. You did, but you dropped your pocket knife. Like, you know, you succeeded, but you dropped your pocket knife. We did 1, 2, or 3, and you fell down the cliff and you died. You roll a 6 and you do it tremendously, right? And that's become really popular. And there's a lot of really interesting game concepts I've seen in tabletop role-playing game, but they're just using that. And it's like, that's not very fun, right? It's not super fun. It's so unnuanced that yeah, it's technically interactive, right? Technically, you're interacting. I am, right, but just not in a whole lot of meaningful ways. All right. So we'll pick talk. Because his license is valid. It doesn't make sense if you don't feel immersed. Yeah, it's hey, wait, talking. So talking worked. Animal rights activists are going to invade the aluminum factory. All right. All right. So we're going to go through the happy hour segment. Maybe stuff changes. And this is the first time we did do what the mayor told us to do, because I couldn't send 3 pacifist groups. I didn't have them. Yeah, we need to confiscate more material. Yeah, I got it. Style. This game is very stylistic. I love the style on this game. I love every part of it, except for the sitting here playing it. Val's having a happy hour or something, but they filled out all the forms wrong. We need to read all 387 forms. You're only one left. Can you stay after hours to help me? Okay, so this is the choice where I stay behind or I go to happy hour. I promised somebody to go to happy hour. So here's your narrative choice. No, fuck off. Right. Yeah, I love everything. I love everything about the game. So I'll say this. I love everything about the game except for interacting with it. That was trying to think who I had. Someone else told me that. I'm drawing a blank on who told me that. They had a good point. That I don't know. This seems like if you strip it down to if we were to strip this down, like if it was made in like a game jam, I don't know how cool it would be, right? If you just get it down to its most basic components of like interact with it. What do you think? And be like, yeah, I mean, again, if I don't have to be here, if I have no real influence on the game itself, I kind of lose interest pretty quickly. Collected a lot more than we had to, made up for yesterday's shortfall and then some. All right. Let's go to happy hour. What is this shit? Inspection request stamp, +1 expired license bonus. University diploma, +1 convincing attempt per case. Is that glitched? Valerie's painting. Alright, so 78,000. Got it. What did I buy? Apparently I just bought the painting. Apparently I bought her painting for $100. Alright. Let's see about happy hour. Later at night. Hey, I'm so glad you're here. It also reminds me of some, like... It being from 1990, the game being 1990, it reminds me of, like, some, like, late 90s, like, MTV animation, or... It's like watching fucking Liquid Television here. This is the third happy hour I failed to organize. It gets to your head eventually. Everyone RSVPs and no one shows up. I'm at a huge table getting pissed drunk by myself. Here comes the same show from Retro Friends. Giving me a gift card. You got an autograph. A Lennox Lewis autograph. What does that say? 1 autograph box or picture plus 1 threat. Alright, so I guess that... this is our bonus, right? So we got a plus 1 dagger, right? Like we got a plus 1 to our threat rolls. That makes me feel a tiny bit better, but honestly not a ton. Alright, let's see what this day is going to... Are we going to get in trouble? Or are we going to get in trouble for not participating on Friday? We thank you deeply. We know that going against the mayor's will isn't easy, but your bravery has saved many honest people's jobs. Be proud of yourself. We'll fix this rotten town. What? Survive until the second week. Achievement unlocked. Monday the 8th. Alright, what does the mayor want us to do? Don't use invalid. So there's skulls on these. Why are there skulls on these? So let's find out what's up with these skulls. What do the skulls mean? Used car dealer. Journalists attempting to ask questions were reportedly assaulted by security personnel. Okay? I would say that means bluff, but last time we tried that, it didn't seem like it made a whole hell of a lot of a difference. Fucking groovy as shit, man. I'm calling on behalf of City Hall. Their debts registered to your business. Okay, so yeah, a lot of this is repeating dialogue, which is fine. What was the story on this? Bluff. Our best shot is bluff. Their license is actually expired. Right? No, it's good till November. It doesn't seem like that matters, though. We got a bonus to our threaten. I guess we'll also try to threaten. So now let's try to threaten, because we have a bonus to threaten. Is that going to matter? We need a minimum of an 8, though. Alright, what's our bonus? Yeah, what happened to our painting? It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. So maybe that the picture doesn't work the way I thought it would. So we'll just go ahead and send the pacifist group anyways. So I think even though he didn't agree, we could just go send the thugs after him, which is, you know, again. Good afternoon, City Hall. There's a paperwork issue you'd like to have handled with you. Drugstore. VIPs. Bluff threat. I guess bluff. Their license is expired. So, your license is invalid. Nope, not good enough. The fact that their license is expired is only worth a mere 2 points on the scale of 0 to 7. The facts are irrelevant. The factual basis that you actually don't have a license is not relevant to this expired license conversation, I think you'll find. Alright. and then bluff. See if bluffing gets us anywhere. For some reason, I think it won't. And bluffing works just fine. I don't. Alright, since she agreed to pay, we'll just send the tax collector, because that'll get us 100% of the money. Alright, so I guess we should just go to bluff with this one, but again, like, it seems like even if you're leveraging the case file, we did it. Even if you're leveraging the case file, it doesn't seem like it doesn't guarantee success. Yeah. Alright. We gotta pick up some more tax collectors after work here. We're running low on them. Yeah. Odds of me circling back to play this game a little bit more, approaching 0. I love the fucking style of this game, though. It's so great. So, alright, so even though we failed the first one, we sent the pacifist group, they still collected some money. Right? A minimum on all convincing attempts. +1 to the bluff. +1 to expired. But 84,000, they're so expensive. Later at home. Cloning of Dolly the sheep. Everyone remember Dolly the sheep? Holy shit. Such a big deal. And then never heard about her again. Dolly the sheep who was cloned from breast tissue. Hence the Dolly, because of Dolly Parton. Alright. I think I might finish up this day and then start to wrap it up. Oh, I'd love to love this game. Oh, wouldn't I love to love this game? Don't use invalid license. Comedy Club. Sand. I don't know what the skulls are for. You know, that hasn't been made clear to me at all. Non-alcoholic beverages being sold. Complaints about getting their food poisoned. Alright. I would love to play maybe I should just play Papers, Please again. Alright. Talking would work good. His license is not expired, but that seemed like that doesn't matter. But we'll start with talking. We'll try talk and threat, I guess. I like to talk. Nope, talking ain't gonna work. Nope, threatening ain't gonna work either. Yeah, Wait, did you change the name Suitor Ultra Mega Pokemon E? I did. Quickly, only ever so slightly. I mentioned it earlier in the VOD, so I don't want to. Earlier in the stream, so I don't want to like overly boring. I did. I changed it. Only because I had it happen 3 times where people kept asking me something effective like, you know, why are you swearing and playing violent games if this is a Christian stream? Because it's like, no, that's my fucking name. I'm not advocating any or professing like this is like, you know, a safe place to be. So it happened 3 times and 3 was more than I wanted to deal with. So fuck it, I changed it. But yeah, and it's like, no, it's just my name. It's just my name. So I did tweak it. That's why it's like that's like asking why I'm super. But people seem to think it just kept happening. Again, three times doesn't sound like a lot, but it was enough. It was just enough. Like, I don't want to keep having this conversation with people. I don't think they think they don't. It's like, no, it's just my fucking name, dude. We'll send the pacifist group, and maybe we'll get something out of them. All right. A lot of these, so we're reaching a point where a lot of these are repeating dialogue, which is a little beat. So we should try to bluff them because they do have, they have some shit that they're getting into. 2, 4, that's not enough. See, our dice rolls were insufficient. There's not a lot else we could try to threaten them, but their license is valid. There's not a lot of leverage we have here. Yeah, it's just wah, 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 wah. Nothing we could do. Go send the knee breakers down there. Debtors Club sounds funny. I'm really good at being in debt. Yeah! That's a common problem. Yeah, see, it's the exact same dialogue. All right. So again, bluff should be good because they have food complaints. Their license is still valid for another couple months. Right? We know people are getting poisoned, but that's not good enough. Right? Threat, I guess. We had that boxer's photo. That should help us with our threat rolls, but it doesn't seem like it is. Alright, we'll send the City Hall Inspector just because we have... I don't think we get anything. Blaine, you can't just threaten everyone. I don't want it to be the only solution, but like... I'm looking at the numbers. I got to roll a 4 for threat. What can I say? You know? What, life hands me an angle and I play it. You know? It's my nature. I don't think I should die. Do you think I should die? Tom, I'm praying to you. I'm praying to you, Tom. Or whatever Benny's whole spiel was from Miller's Crossing. 1 second, customer. I need to roll dice. Hold on. Let me see. All right. According to this, I convinced you. Did that work? All right. Wrap this up. Hey, we did it inadvertently. Congratulations, you got free couch cleaning coupon. Sweet. And a $6,000 bonus. The problem is, the bonuses seem interesting, but if you look at where we are... Ooh, Uh, barely. Barely, 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 barely. We're never going to be able to afford any of this higher end shit. That's for damn sure. Nope. They're so expensive. Ah, shit. That's not what I wanted to do. I wanted to... Alright, well, fuck. Well, we didn't... So we don't have anyone to send. Well, great. Now we're fucked. Yeah. Case outcome. City Hall inspector sent. According to rumors, inspector can be seen at the premises every day rocking a sparkly leotard. I don't know why that is. See, I don't know if we have, do we have dudes that we can use now? We have 2 tax collectors and 4 of the inspectors. We gotta do the contractor. That's urgent. The photocopy zinc mine. Let's go into a fucking zinc mine. And then, hell, the private ambulance service. Let's go. And the mayor wants us to do what? Send 3 tax collectors a shift. We actually might be able to do that. Bank transactions conducted by business... blah, blah, blah. Owner business... Blah, 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 blah. Somebody needs to pay his debts. All right. Oh, the mayor's son-in-law. All right. First debtor. All right. Talk. Here. Look at this. Super Ultra Mega Pokemon E. Here. You guys can help. You guys go ahead and vote. For the next thing, what should I do? It's 1 for exclamation point, 1 for talk, 2 for threat, 3 for bluff, I think 4 for revoke their license or something like that. There you go. You guys can participate. You can roll dice just like me. Ah, you missed it. Oh, it counted. All right, got it. It counted. Come on. Sometimes you press space and it's just like it freezes for a second. Like, are you guys listening to me? All right, next one we will. Yeah, it's who knows. It's some of the look. I feel very odd about this game. So first and foremost, it was my idea to play it. Right? No one asked. No one said, "Hey Blade, check this out." Like, you know, it's not like the publisher or the game developer was like, "You should check this out." Like, it was my idea. So like, but I also don't do a whole lot of research into games anymore. I just like, that looks neat, cool. Just fucking buy it. Let's go. Get on with life. So that's one, right? No one's idea but my own. 2, the audio, the music is fantastic. The artwork is tremendous. I love the style of it. It's really cool. It's evocative. It's very neat. The little Twitch interaction, cool feature. Very neat. I do like that. Just, you know, playing the game is kind of like, you know. Playing the game is just kind of like, yeah. It's just the thing, right? It's that whole game part of the game getting in the way. Right? Going to the restaurant, the atmosphere is fantastic. The table setting is beautiful. The service is impeccable. How's the food? Good afternoon. You have time to discuss your debts. I should have answered the phone. All right. In German, probieren Geld von Studien. I tried studying before it. Ah. That's probably accurate representation of me. I think part of what drives that is the amount that I personally value and find it interesting to discover stuff, right? Where I very much like, I've never heard of this book or just I'm like, oh, that was really good. I get like an additional level of enjoyment. It's probably like a probably weird psychological thing of like, hey, good job, you found the shiny Pokemon. Exclamation point commands. I think it's just I press V and then it kicks over to you guys. At least it's supposed to. I don't know. If you pay the debt today, I'll change documents. Yep. Yeah. So it's something that I trigger by pressing a key. Hopefully we get enough money here. The interesting thing about it is there's the thing where I can press a key that will poll you guys, right, about what I should vote. Let's see. Most voted. Bluff. Voting is over. Okay. But it doesn't... Like, I got 5 seconds to make a decision, and I could pick how long you guys have to answer, but it's, like, weird. Like, the disconnect. Like, part of me thinks it should pause. Right? Like, hey, wait for them to respond. The construction irregularities. This is the son-in-law. Talking would be easy, but that's not what Super Ultra Mega Pokemon E suggested we do. So let's get into this. Super Ultra Mega Pokemon. We want to threaten. How does our threat go? Not very well. Yeah, it's fine, dude. It doesn't matter. I'll tell you this much. It doesn't seem like it matters much. It doesn't seem like it matters a whole lot, if I'm being completely honest with you. We'll try to talk. Let's try to talk. Let's try talking. Nope. Talking isn't right either. Alright, we'll send the City Hall Inspector, and then at least the mayor will be happy we did that. So we completed the mayor's favor, but I think if we don't get enough money, it doesn't matter. Alright. Let's see how this resolves, because I'm interested. Just gonna stare at me the whole time? I just nothing? Alright, cool. I sent no, that's bullshit. Did I not send 3? I didn't send the right type of dude. So hold on. The Zinc Mine, he agreed to pay us. Right? He agreed to pay us. And then we somehow got no money? Alright, well, we failed. Oh, excuse card game. Justify your poor performance for your supervisor. Each turn played 2 cards. One for a problem and one for an excuse. The combined value of your cards must be higher than your super... All of a sudden it's a game? Hold on. Succeeded by fulfilling the sympathy bar within 3 turns. Problem. You must play one of these every turn. Excuse. Caused by City Hall forces the supervisor to play his weakest card. Excuse caused by you forces the supervisor to play his strong... What the fuck is this game? Hold on. Alright. A festival in a backyard caused regional chaos. Because the bus was late? Like, what is this shit? 3. So what are these things? Why is there a colostomy bag there? What is going on here? Okay. These are his cards? Okay. So I gotta beat 3? I guess is 3 the number I gotta beat? So if I do traffic jam... illegal permits because of traffic jams. So that's 4 and that's greater than 3? Does that... or he plays 4. Yeah. Okay, so I have to get him to discard all of these? So we have a lot of sympathy now. Now I gotta get discard the... Oh, you just saved your job. I don't fully understand how, but okay, cool. These are so expensive. No, I don't want to... I didn't want to buy that! I didn't want to buy it! Fuck! Now we don't have enough to... Alright, so the controls on this are bad. Alright, so control changes the store, right? And also buys an item. So that's control, but also buy is control. So we just wasted all our money that we needed to buy more dudes and we can't. Oh, what time is it? Oh shit, what is it? 8:21? Oh, look at the time. I think I'll use this as an opportunity to start to wrap up here. That's unfortunate right there. Like, and then I guess we're gonna get a note saying, "Hey." So we're talking about all these sheep again. Case outcome: urgent debt. A construction site operated by Mayor Son-in-law was invaded by 3 men who discovered they were his mistress. Together, the 3 sisters stole 3 souls. That seems inappropriate. All right, so I'll start to wrap up there. Like we'll call this a good breaking point. There's some elements to this that are interesting. I still don't understand what the skull does, but that seemed to do something at night, like as far as triggering a narrative. I think Paperweight is right. This is probably best described as like a narrative game. It's almost a visual novel, right? With the interactions, which is to say, like you can make choices, but it doesn't. I don't want to say it doesn't matter. You can optimize your choices and pick something that you think, hey, this is a area that I can roll a higher number on. But that doesn't mean you're going to roll a higher number. There were more than one occasion where it's like, okay, well, this one's a 4 and this one's a 6. We picked the 4 and we rolled a 1, and we picked the 6 and we rolled a 6, right? Like it didn't matter a ton. I think if you could know going in to these cases, like what, because over time it seems like you develop a little more like, oh, hey, you unlock this thing and now you got a +1 to bluff. Well, shit, show me the cases that I can maybe bluff my way through, and maybe I'll select them. So you could maybe try to like structure your approach. But as it is right here, these might as well be random. I know what the values are, right? But I don't know that I could clear them. Like, I don't know that it would matter much as far as, like, you know, can I actually get past them? So in a lot of ways, yeah, you run into this thing of, like, I start to consider, is it a game? Is it even a game? Right? Where if this is something I can make but you could argue it might as well be random, right? Or you're just picking the 3 highest numbers, in which case, why have a choice of 5? So I might be picking it just could be random. So is that even a game? And then you get to the part where you're talk, bluff, threaten. It's a dice roll, right? So that rolling dice is cool and all, but like I have no sway over which way it comes. So that's fairly random as well. And then, yeah, you can select what type of person you want to go get the money, but you don't have a ton of options. If you fail the interaction, then all you have the choice of, do you send the pacifists or not, right? It's a yes or a no. It's a binary option. You either send them or you don't. And then if you do succeed, congratulations, then which of the 2 dudes are you going to send? The tax collector, who's going to get you 100% of the money, or are you going to send the building inspector, who's going to get you 50 to 75% of the money? Right? Well, if he already agreed to pay you, yeah, so it seems like that's sort of meh. For the, I don't know how many times today, I love the artwork. I love the music. I love the style. I even like the little bit of Twitch interaction. That's kind of cool. But I don't know. I don't feel any reason to keep playing this. So, right. Hey, we did the thing I said I'd do. I said I wanted to play it, and I played it. So that's good. That's something. So that leads us to talking about next steps. What else do we got lined up here? I do know, it's worth mentioning that next Monday, I will have a longer stream because it's going to be a federal holiday stateside, right? So I'm going to have time off work, so I'll spend it playing video games. We do have Crypt Custodian coming up. I have that scheduled to go next Monday, but I might sneak that in earlier. RP7, which is a roguelike slot game, that starts on the 6th of September. Mirage Feathers, which is like a Space Harrier shooter, on the 8th of September. Crypt Custodian. The cleaner. It's like Crypt Cleaner. Crypt Janitor. That's Mirage Feathers. Then we have that Fairy Tale Beach Volleyball Havoc on the 16th. A UFO 50 on the 18th, which is a bunch of mini games. So I'm looking forward to that as well. We'll see where that will actually come up. And everything else I have is kind of to be determined. Screaming Savage, Blood Death, Super Tax City. They don't even have release dates yet. I just love the look of them, and I want to play them when they come out. I should probably put back Death Machines on there. I love that Death Machines demo. We talk about games that are like stylistically amazing. Death Machines was fantastic, man. I would love to get back into Death Machines. I just can't wait for that to come out. But I know it'll come out when it comes out. We'll do a bit of a wrap up here to wrap up the VOD. Then we'll raid someone here. We'll probably go ahead and raid someone playing Binding of Isaac just because that's what we've been doing consistently. And no one is going to be playing this game right now. I think there was like 4 people watching it, so we'll hop someone else. So we'll do the wrap up, and then we'll do the raid. We'll piece it all together. It'll be cool. So, no particular order except for chronological. I'd like to thank Mr. Central for stopping by, kicking down the door. Thank you for stopping by and chatting before you had to go to work. Paperweight, thank you for the raid. Thank you for swinging by. Thank you for letting me knock and collab and invade your stream yesterday. That was a lot of fun. I know we got to work out some of the kinks on it, but it was still fun. I enjoyed it. I think that it somehow feels appropriate. It feels like a good fit. It seems like that works really well. I like doing that. Dead Pony 3, thank you for stopping by and chatting. I really appreciate it. Jed Levy, as always, thank you for your insight and your knowledge. And Super Ultra Mega Pokemon E, thank you again for swinging by later in your day. I greatly appreciate it. To everyone else who was watching, I'd like to thank you for watching. You could have watched anything else. You could play video games yourself. You could have watched someone else play video games. You could watch something entirely unrelated to video games. You could watch Cigarette Burns, which was a John Carpenter movie. It's not quite a movie. It's kind of short. It was actually an episode of the Masters of Horror TV series, but you can find it standalone on its own. Cigarette Burns, which was a almost Neil Gaiman-esque, un-John Carpenter-like film, but something I think about all of the time. I think about that on a somewhat regular basis. Cigarette Burns. It is a phenomenal little film. It's only an hour. I think it's on... I'm pretty sure it's on YouTube if you wanted to go buy it for like $1 or whatever it is. It's the 8th episode of the first season of Masters of Horror. I don't want to give away too much about it, but it's basically about this guy who goes and finds rare films. It stars Norman Reedus, a very young Norman Reedus, because this is 20 years ago at this point in time, and motherfucking Udo Kier. Let's fucking go more Udo Kier. We do not get enough Udo Kier in life. It is a great Udo Kier film. Norman Reedus is good in it. It's just awesome. It's fantastic. We can try it again sometime, work out the latency and stuff, Paperweight. Absolutely will. But if you want a recommendation as we're coming into Halloween, watch Cigarette Burns by John Carpenter. It is great Udo Kier, great Norman Reedus. To everyone else who wasn't watching, thank you for not watching me as well, because I appreciate when people don't watch me, because I appreciate when people leave me the fuck alone. Let's go ahead and find someone to raid to. And that answer is... Who's available? Who's available? Speaks English. Who speaks English? Who's smaller? Who's playing Binding? Lost Artificer has 4. Come Chill, we have cookies. Vibin. Anyone we know? Not at a glance. French, Russian, French, Deutsch, English. All right, I guess we're going to go see Lost Artificer. They have 4 viewers as well, so let's kick over to them and see what we come up with. I don't know what they're doing, but their stream looks interesting, so we'll wrap up the VOD. Hope everyone has a good day. Peace out and deuces. See you tomorrow. Probably more Isaac. We'll see.